Are you looking for the best budget telescopes? Then you are welcome our RS Store channel. Today in this video, we are going to show some of the best budget telescopes that are best sold and reviewed in the last couple of months on Amazon. If you want more information and updated pricing on the product mentioned, be sure to. So let's get started with the video. Number 1. Celestron 21035 70mm Travel Scope. Here is our top pick for the best telescope under 100. If you're looking for an impressive telescope but can't or don't want to spend too much, this is definitely the best budget telescope for home use. It's the Celestron 21035 70mm Travel Scope. Celestron is an industry leader that makes telescopes of all different sizes and abilities. From the best amateur telescopes to top-notch professional options, Celestron has something for everyone. Because of their high quality and impressive reputation, you can plan to see more Celestron options down the rest of our list of recommendations. This particular choice is incredibly inexpensive and is easily the best cheap telescope to buy. It is actually a decent bit below $100 and is even a good bit cheaper than our previous pick from Skyer. This Celestron model is actually pretty similar to the Skyer telescope in terms of specs. It features the same 70mm aperture, 400mm focal length, and f5.7 focal ratio as the Skyer. Similar stats leave these two telescopes at a similar size. That means that this is another very portable option. It even comes with a convenient backpack-style carrying bag. This bag is a little bigger than the Skyer bag, but it is also easier to carry since you can put it on your back. This telescope comes with a 10mm eyepiece as well as a 20mm eyepiece. It also comes with something called an erect image diagonal. This nifty little device goes between the telescope itself and the eyepiece of your choosing. It has a couple of cool functions. Number 2. Celestron 31042 Astromaster 114 Reflector Telescope. If you're okay with spending just a little more, you can get our pick for the best telescope under 200. This is really the best telescope for the money if you're looking for some really incredible features with amazing quality at a more affordable price. One of the most notable differences of this Celestron telescope compared to our previous two choices is the aperture of 114mm. This is considerably larger than the 70mm apertures of the last two telescopes. It brings in a lot more light that allows you to see more objects that are farther away in greater detail. A focal length of 1000mm gives the telescope a focal ratio of f8.7. This is a nice medium focal ratio that gives you some leeway in either direction, whether you are more interested in viewing wider fields of view with nebulas and galaxies, or if you're trying to look for more detail among things like the moon and planets. Included 10mm and 20mm eyepieces are easy to swap out for greater versatility. Under the right conditions, this telescope has strong magnification capabilities of up to 269 times. This is much more than our previous picks and not too far from the highest magnification on our list of recommendations. A special red dot finder scope makes it especially easy to get your telescope pointed in the right direction for viewing whatever you're interested in. Just like our last Celestron recommendation, this telescope does come with the free Starry Night software. One more highly notable feature about this Celestron Astromaster telescope is the manual equatorial mount. This is the piece of equipment that attaches the scope to the included tripod. Number 3. Meade Infinity 102mm Arizona. Our best budget refractor telescope is Meade Instruments Infinity 102 Arizona. Its size makes it a great travel scope and useful for vacations and camping weekends. The scope itself has the same aperture as the Celestron Omni below, but can be bought for less than half the price. In fact, you should expect to pay around $200 for this little scope. Click here for today's price on Amazon, which is a significant saving on the Celestron. The reason Meade can sell a similar quality beginner telescope for a much lower price is the telescope mount, which is the cheaper to make and less sturdy alt-azimuth mount. With an aperture of 102mm 4 inches, the Infinity matches the Celestron, but it has a shorter focal length of 600mm, giving it a focal ratio of f5.9 compared to the Celestron's f9.8. The result of this is lower magnification in the Meade with the same eyepiece. That's not a bad thing because most astronomy takes place at relatively low magnifications. Lower magnification power means you get a wider field of view, you'll see more of the sky in your eyepiece through the Meade than the Celestron. If you want to explore outer space objects like galaxies and star clusters, then wider fields of view and lower magnification are better. For the best viewing experience, aim for the darkest skies you can find. Keep in mind that a 43 aperture reflector will never give great views of DSOs, so this easy-to-use scope, like all budget scopes, is best suited to observing the solar system's brightest members, which will be rich in detail with a scope of this size. This is a great little starter telescope to get started in amateur astronomy. Pros: large primary lens for the price. Simple to get started. Wider field of view. Number 4. Celestron Nextstar 4SE Telescope. If you really want a state-of-the-art telescope that provides incredible imagery with ease, you need to check out the Celestron Nextstar 4SE. This Celestron telescope is our pick for the best telescope under 500. The aperture of the Celestron Nextstar 4SE is actually just a little smaller than that of the Celestron Astromaster at 102 mm. The focal length, however, is longer at 1325 mm. This creates a higher focal ratio of f13. This means it is a great telescope to see planets and other celestial objects within a smaller field of view with greater detail. It is perfect for distinguishing between two very close stars, looking at the craters on the moon with great detail, or checking out Saturn's rings. This Celestron telescope has magnification capabilities up to 241x. This is just below that of the Celestron Astromaster. Just like our other Celestron picks, this telescope does include the Starry Night software for free, and you can download Celestron's SkyPortal app. Both create amazing interactive sky maps to help you get the most out of your stargazing experiences. What is probably most spectacular about this telescope, though, is the built-in Nextstar SkyAlan technology. The Nextstar database has thousands of objects that you can set the telescope to look at. This includes various stars, planets, galaxies, and more. It couldn't be any easier than this to find the things you want to look at. To use it, you simply locate and mark 3 different bright objects in the sky. From there, the telescope is able to find nearly anything else that you may want to look at. Number 5. Orion 09007 Spaceprobe 130 ST Equatorial Reflector Telescope. If you are looking for quality planetary telescopes to enjoy viewing the planets, the moon, and other sky objects as a family hobby, the Orion 09007 Spaceprobe 130 ST Equatorial Reflector Telescope is a great choice. It has a large 5.1-inch aperture that gathers ample amounts of light for great views. The optical tube is only 24 long, and the weight is 27 pounds, making it easy to pack into a car for a weekend away from the city lights. Included in the kit are two 1.25-inch Sirius Plus lightpieces, a 25mm and a 10mm. Sirius Plus is the best telescope eyepiece for viewing planets. You also get a 6x30 finder scope, a tripod accessory tray, a 1.25 rack and pinion focuser, and a collimation cap. We enjoyed the sturdy EC2 equatorial telescope mount and adjustable tripod that allowed our smaller children to see great views of Saturn and Jupiter. Using the smooth manual slow-motion controls, we tracked the planets as they moved across the sky. For beginners, this is a good telescope to see planets, and the Starry Night astronomy software is extremely helpful and will keep you busy for hours. What we didn't like? Maybe too simple for professionals. Not motorized. I hope you liked this video. If you liked this video, please subscribe to the channel and like, share and comment on the video. Please enable your notifications bell icon so that you don't miss the next videos. You can check the price or purchase link in the description below.